Well, it's another late morning. I have a hard time getting up at 7:30 when my alarm goes off. It's 41 in here. I have to get some heat going. I'm using the wood stove to heat water. I just finished my bathing water. It's ready for bathing. And now I'm heating up a load for dishwashing. It's free heat. Might as well use it. Saves propane and any other fuel. I have my Gardenia running 24/7. Right now it's restoring a battery inside my Coleman compressor, which sadly I had restored last year, but somehow accidentally the light switch got bumped on during a move and the battery was down to 0.00 volts. So I'm hoping I can restore this. It's a nice little device with 12 volt outlet and air compressor and fluorescent light bulb. It's just nice to have around for extra power. So hopefully I can get this back in shape. Well, it's not a happy day for solar power today. This is what it's looked like all day. It's been very dark in the camper. I mean, it's dark as night in the camper. I need a light just to do anything. I need a light just to pour some water. It's really dark. So after charging out the batteries yesterday, I'm draining them now. Well, it's 50 right now. I can't believe this is nearly May, with 30 at night and 50 by day, and it's a wet cold, so it's really chill feeling, even though it's not that cold temperature wise. Well, it's still cold. It's the end of April, and I'm still hand cutting wood. And I know a lot of you have a lot of helpful advice, and I've tried a lot of different things for cutting wood. But because I'm dealing with small pieces of wood, I tried using a sawhorse, I tried using a big rock over here, I tried all kinds of things. But because I'm hand cutting flimsy, small pieces of wood, it's just so awkward. I found the easiest thing to do is to step on it so it doesn't vibrate as much and cut it. Cutting it halfway I've tried, and often it breaks, splitting lengthways up the middle, and then I have to cut twice. So honestly, I've gotten a lot of nice and kind advice and a lot of good stuff out there, good ideas. But with this flimsy stuff, I just haven't found a better way. Although I must say I'm getting a little bit healthier in doing this. Now the little stuff, sometimes, I don't know if you can see this in that camera angle, yeah, it breaks over the knee. And I'll break what I can. And cut what I can. And that's it for now. Just keep cutting little pieces. This thicker stuff, I'm having a hard time cutting by hand. It's really hard wood, so I just can't do it. It's just not worth the time to cut it for how long it burns. Every day I hand cut wood. Every day I'm still burning it. This is a strange spring this year. It's so cold. Isn't that ironic? After a dark day, as the sun sets behind the trees, going down over the mountains, the sky clears up. That's ironic. Well, I've got a little bit of wood cut. Country living is definitely healthy. It's a bit of a workout, especially if you're doing it by hand. I want to talk about water supply, so I'm going to come out here starting at my camper and work my way back through the forest here. Now forget the creek, it's just too far away. It's just too far. But right over this hill we have swamp. Actually, there's a fallen tree with standing water underneath it. And what I'm thinking is to dig a hole out here in one of these sinkholes. Now, I don't know how clean this would be. Well, I know this is unsafe for anything as is, but I wonder if I can filter this. If I dug a hole here, if I could dig a hole, and you can see my camper is just over this ridge. I'd say maybe 300-400 yards. I have standing water. I'm thinking about digging a hole here to collect water in a bucket below the ground level, and then letting the water fill the bucket, and from there pumping into my camper, filtering it and putting it into my tanks, because this is always wet here. This is the greenest part of the forest right now. So and it's just all wet here, all very wet. Don't know if the camera doesn't show distance as well. See, there's my camper right over this hill. So anyway, I might even be able to dig right down here. The tree has done half the job of bringing up the rock layer for me. But here you can see why it's going to be hard digging. This is what you have to deal with. A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. I don't know if some of you may have never done a bunch of digging, but this is hard digging through roots and rocks. So this is what I'm going to be dealing with if I do dig a hole here. I want to show you the second option. By the way, I still have not figured out where to dig my root cellar. because it is such tough ground to dig through. And the only clearing is right where my camper is parked. Now here we have not so much of a swamp as a depression at the base of a slope here. And let me see if I can get in here. Here we have generally wet ground most of the year. It's not as swampy, but I don't know if you can see the camper from here. It's about the same distance away. But this water, it will dry up in the heat of summer. Oh, here's some more. But this collects here when it rains. It pulls down off the hilltops. There's frogs in here. So this pulls down here, and I have standing water. It's really disgusting, but I think if I could filter it, it might be usable for something. So let me know what you all think. Hi, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. And I have to be honest, it's not all happy days. I'm a little bit down today. I'm really tired. I had a headache for 2 days straight and a sore throat. Started eating wild herbs out of the forest, and I think the sore throat is gone. So I usually don't get sick. I usually fight it off with herbs. Look up wild garlic if you ever start to get sick. It's pretty good stuff. Today didn't get much done. It was really dark, cloudy, and I think I overworked myself in the last few weeks, and I just went and took a nap. Even the cat didn't get up today. She did not move at all today. She slept all night, all day. It's cold. It never got over 50 in the last 3 days, maybe more, I can't remember. And the nights have been down in 30 degrees. So it's really cold in the camper. I just came out, cut some wood, work up some warmth, and try to brush off this really low exhaustion over me. I think it's the weather. My seedlings here are dying. I've had gardens my whole life, and I've never had such trouble with my vegetables. My so-called 15-day radishes, they're still tiny. My lettuce hasn't grown a bit. We just haven't had sun. Plants need sun to grow, and there's just no sun. And I don't have artificial light to give them, so they're at the mercy of nature. I mean, there's nothing growing here either. It's just nature. I'm trying to defeat nature this year, and nature's late this year. So I have to start over. Well, I didn't use any power today because it was dark. I didn't do anything. Just let the batteries rest. After so many weeks of being low and mostly discharged, it was good to give them a break. And tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, and we're supposed to slowly start seeing warmer weather, so hopefully better days are coming. But I just want to let you know the truth. It's not always easy. And tiring.